Siggy.
I'm Travis.
Alexina, nice to meet you.
This is Sigrid.
Hi, Sigrid. Oh, does she have a nickname?
A nickname?
Yeah,
No, I just
no?
call it Siggy.
Siggy's cool.
Sigrid.
Aww.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of dogs in this park, so she's on high alert.
Yes.
I'm sure she'll be happy once we get moving.
Yeah, see the paws are like.
Straight up. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful day as long as it stays dry.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a nice ride. There's a nice
Yeah.
greenway we can go down and have a little chat.
Cool. Ice cream after? I'm an ice cream girl.
That sounds good to me.
You know, ride in an ice cream.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
All right, let's do it. So yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I brought a copy of our book for you, and we'll sign it at the end.
Yay, thank you.
But the reason I brought you a copy and why I've been excited for this ride is that a lot of my book is about mental health.
Oh, amazing.
And about, the depression struggles I had. And, I kind of like burnt out of the corporate world.
Right.
And I was so depressed, and then I discovered that I could do this to make other people happy. And by doing that, I've kind of made myself happy.
Yeah, and sharing. You found like in a sense, like purpose of happiness of life again.
Yeah.
For me, it started, my sister struggled with mental health, and she went into a mental health hospital in 2019. And I was like part of the process and helping her, and I didn't realize how much it affected me. And I kind of one of those people that goes on autopilot. Mm-hmm. So like I deal with the situation in hand.
And you don't have time for yourself.
And then I was like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta make sure she's okay, look after my family, and then I kind of just went back to New York and started doing life again. It was like everything built up on everything. It was like a lot of personal things. Got this text message through from my sister about 2 years later saying that she wasn't doing well and she was struggling, and it kind of just triggered something in me. And I was just on the side of the road like crying, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do this, I can't do this. That moment passed, and then I was actually training for the London Half Marathon for the charity that I'm an ambassador of for Better. It's like, you know how they say you should do exercise to get out from your mental health?
Yes.
But I was training and I was crying as I was training. I was just like miserable. And then one day I just like, it got all too much, and I was like 10 seconds and I wasn't really there, it wasn't me anymore, and I just thought, I'm gonna like step in front of this car and the pain will stop. Thankfully, the light turned red and someone like did this to me.
Yeah.
And I just like got down on my knees and cried because I didn't want to die, but in that moment, in those 10 seconds, I was like, no, like I don't want to be here. And then I got on the phone to a charity straight away. I called a helpline, and they walked with me back to my apartment. And then I got on the Zoom that night with them, and then they said, we think you have high functioning depression because you just keep doing life and keep going. And I'd never heard of high functioning depression before. It was the first time. And they were like, do you like do life? You go to work, you see friends, but there's not any feeling there. I'm like, yes, literally, I would see friends and just laugh in the right places and smile when I had to smile. And, I wasn't me at that time in my life. And also, I just stopped seeing people. And those friends thought that I was being rude or I wasn't trying to reach out, but it wasn't that. It was just I had no passion for life anymore.
I suppose you were in kind of a good place in that you were already working with mental health charity.
Yes.
When you realized that you needed them. Right?
Yeah, totally. So I met Razek, he's the guy who started the charity, Better. And I loved it because they're so personal. They're a small charity, a family, they're so family orientated. And we did our first event together, and we went actually in, I think it was Sussex Woods, and we went to have a meal in them, and we invited people who wanted to sign up through my Instagram. And we would all just sit there, we have a meal cooked for us, and it was just about talking and being together in like a safe space for people to open up and not be judged and not, and just say like how they were feeling and just talking about random stuff. And I thought that was an amazing way of also to make new friends. I actually made a new friend through that, which was really nice.
Cool.
And then I did the London Half Marathon with them. Never again. I said to Razek, I can't. I'm not a runner anyway, but I really wanted, you know, like when something's on your bucket list to do?
Yeah.
It was on the bucket list.
Okay.
And it killed me. I was like, oh, I can't do that again. But like, it was fun to do, and the training was really hard. I like it because they're doing experiences, so like this, the cooking. I did a Jamie Oliver's cooking class with them as well. And it's literally just about bringing people together to open a conversation, to talk about whatever they want to talk about, mental health, their loved ones, everything. And I think it's really beneficial to a lot of people, you know, because I don't think people talk about it enough. It's kind of swept under the rug too much. And also I feel like if you do talk about mental health, you're seen as like crazy or something. Like,
I mean, people automatically get that impulse that, like, you know, you're weak, or you're kind of like a wild card. You're not quite sure if you can be trusted, and like, it's kind of unfair. Yeah,
and like, I don't know, like, you're American, so you know, but like in America, it's so accepted, therapy, and you know, it's okay. Like, you can go to therapy, you're not classed as crazy. Whereas here, I feel like it's totally different. Like, I know so many people in like New York, they go to a therapist every month just to check in. And here it's like, are you going to therapy? What's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with your head? Blah, blah, blah. And that's like another thing through Better. So they made therapy available to people for free.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, I've never known a charity do that. You know, you can sign up to the website and they give you like, I think it's like three sessions to start you.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Well, finally, what advice would you have to someone who right now is struggling with their mental health and maybe needs help and needs to reach out? Like, what would you tell these people?
I think definitely is to have a support system around you of some sort. I know not everybody has that, but even like a friend or a family member, or even like
meeting, like you said.
Yeah, a charity. For me, I didn't have anybody in that moment, and I also felt very guilty to tell somebody. I didn't tell a friend or a family member for 4 days, but I contacted a charity straight away who like supported me and like walked back with me to the apartment and sat with me on the phone. And then I have my family members who help me a lot. But I think it's that, you know, when you get to that really dark place and you can't get out of it, and it's so hard, it's just like literally trying to, especially leave the house or the moment that you're in, and even like strangers going for a walk and smiling. I feel that helps a lot. And then just, charity, reaching out to a charity if you've got nobody, and then it's just family and friends, and trusting that one person where you can share and they just listen, and they don't try and fix you, and they don't try and say, well, why are you feeling like that, or you know, it's just you want someone to listen to you and give you a hug, and that's it, until you're ready to do the next steps.
Yeah, that's okay, we know. Uh-oh.
Actually, something I didn't mention was, so when I was a child, I used to get bullied horrendously because skinny, red hair, it's like a whole thing. But I have to say, like, it's funny because now that I'm 33, and like, to see how far I've come from that child who was bullied, and now I'm like a fashion model. I don't know why I'm doing that because like, I'm a fashion model, but like, I feel like I'm, like those bullies, it's like you can still be you. Like when you're a child, you want to fit in with everybody around you. And I tried to do that for a long time and it didn't work for me. And I think just being yourself and being out there, and you never know where life's going to take you, and to be original and unique. I think that's very important, which is something that I've learned from being that child who was bullied, and people didn't believe that I could be a model, and 16 years later I'm still doing it, so it's cool. Yeah.
Well, I can relate to that because I'm the guy that rides around with a cat everywhere, so it's totally okay to be different and be special, you know? She scared herself running through the leaves. Oh, Siggy. That's great.